Be them people. So, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thanks for jumping on. Do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen, as you jump on, type in your city and state. That's just a small ask. Type in your city and state to let us know where you guys are tuning in from. I'm going to be introducing myself here in a minute. But type in your city and state to let us know you're introducing. Let us know you are tuning in from. Also, if it's your first time, type a number 1 in the comments. We ask that if you're going to hang around, double tap that screen to let someone else know that we are live. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and introduce ourselves. This is the Blanks spot. We are Sublimation Blanks t-shirt transfer and adhesive vinyl and banner supplier. We're located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. We're going to be doing some late nights. We're going to be doing a lot of late nights, guys, because our warehouse is really warm and there is no room for error when you are working in the daytime. So when we got work to do, I'm talking about serious work, then we're going to be doing it late at night, which means that we're going to be broadcasting at night and also offering some of our products and or our services. So if it's your first time, guys, do us a favor, type in that city and state to let us know where you all are tuning in from. Type in that city and state to let us know where you all are tuning in from. Once again, we are a Sublimation Blanks t-shirt transfer and adhesive vinyl and banner supplier located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. If you are a crafter, if you are a maker, if you are a business owner, if you're creative, you may find some of our products very accessible and familiar. So go to the website. The website is theblanksspot.com. I am going to wait just a minute to see if somebody is going to, in fact, start participating. Okay, so I'm going to hang out for a minute, see if you guys can share the video. I can see people sharing the video on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok as well. So just going to see if you guys are going to like the video and share the video. Then we're going to get started talking about what I'm going to talk about. I am going to be pressing some garments as well, using some heat transfer patches. These are what we call Chenille Patches. Thank you, Tiffany, out of California. Now I can focus on you. Thank you. So when the other platforms start to catch up, then I will show the visual. Steve, how you doing? Thanks for jumping on. Always supporting, man. Appreciate you. When the other platforms start to catch up, then we will start showing exactly what it is that we're going to be doing. And from there, we're going to get some great content and also talk about some different discounts and sales. So it is late night. It is late night. Once again, let me see if I can do something real quick, guys, because this is kind of bothering me. All right. Appreciate you. Thanks for the gifts. All right. So drop that city and state, like the video, share the video. Let us know where you guys are tuning in from. If you are not following us on our social media platforms, we are on TikTok as The Blanks Spot, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So go ahead and give us a follow. That's a great share. That's a great support. And if you want to go check out our website, you can check out and see what we have. We have sublimation items. We have screen print transfers. We have chenille patches, rhinestone transfers. We have sublimation t-shirts, sublimation paper, sublimation ink, sublimation mystery boxes. We have t-shirt starter kits. Guys, we got so much stuff, man. We can't even call it all out. So go ahead and check us out. So this evening's live is going to be kind of interactive, but also you guys will be able to see a little bit about what I'm doing. Can y'all see over there on YouTube and Facebook? Can y'all see? I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat press on, and I'm going to set the temperature for 374 degrees, 75 degrees. That's the temperature that we're going to be pressing the heat transfer patches for 20 seconds. So these patches are double presses, which means I'm going to press them twice. And I'm going to just share with you guys a couple of the patches that we have. These are smaller patches. This is an embroidery type patch. This is a star. Covington, Georgia. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate y'all coming on. We have a ribbon, pink ribbon patch. All right. These are all embroidery patches, and they're adhesive on the back. Can you see that little shine on there? So you can use this with your heat press. You don't need to have an embroidery machine to apply these patches. This is a sequin patch. Sequin patch, okay? And you can see the adhesive on the back. That's how the patch actually applies. It's going to be applied to the fabric, okay? Let me ask you guys a question. Has anybody out there used heat transfer patches before? Type a number 2 in the comments if you've ever used a heat transfer patch. You got me on the big screen, man. I feel like a celebrity then. It's like you're watching television. Type a number 2 in the comments if you guys have used the heat transfer patches before. Anybody out there? If you have not, that's cool. They're very easy to apply. I'm going to share with you just how easy they are to apply. I have 4 projects to make. Got 4 projects to make. So I'm going to see if I can get a little bit of assistance. D, could you give me one of those ones for the red crew neck, please? Let's see. So Princess Diamond says 2. She has done a couple of chenille patches before. These are the heat transfer embroidery patches. If anybody out there is a soccer mom, these are going to be great for junk jackets, junk hats, junk sweatshirts, and they're light enough to go on shirts as well. So if you are like a soccer mom or a baseball mom, you can use these. They're going to be great. Got a little shine to it. I like it. Throw that sucker on there as a pocket, chest pocket. I just need the one. Oh. This. Okay. She said take them off. I'm just going to take. Yeah, I got you. So I'm just going to use this because this is the one I have to do. Okay. So yeah, these are going to be great. They're lightweight and you can wear them year round. So if you're not into the heat transfer patches, it's something that you can do. Now, if you are a business owner, any business owners out there, drop a number 3 in the comments. Any business owners out there, drop a number 3. It's kind of slow on a couple of platforms. Maybe I waited too late to come on, but that's okay. We're not here for the looks or the likes. We're here to share. So whoever's on here is going to be a potential customer. These patches are 15% off on Wednesdays. So we got about 2.5 more hours. If you want to purchase these patches, there are way more patches than this on here. So these are 15% off. I want you to kind of see just how big they are. I'm going to hold my glasses up. That's how big the patch is on the scale. So these are 15% off. No minimum requirement. So you can get these patches for 15% off on Wednesdays. Go to our website, which is theblankspot.com. You're going to scroll down on the front page and you're going to see patches. Once you see the patches, you can click that collection and go inside the patch collection and you can actually see. So this one says chosen with 1 Peter 2:9. Okay, got a couple of business owners on here. Appreciate it. So that might be something that you can sell or share. Lots of people are using these, like I said, as hat patches. They're using them as hat patches, which are really cool, easy to apply. And I'm going to share with you just how easy they are to apply. I missed one. Now this one's pretty cool. This one says Girl Gang. Can y'all see that? It says Girl Gang. So that's pretty cool. We've been making a lot of junk jackets and things like that. A couple of junk hats out there when we're doing our events. One says Believe. We put this one on a hat as well. That's pretty cool. All right. Once again, all these are heat transfer patches. That's what these are. These are all heat transfer patches. So, yeah. So we're going to go ahead. I got my heat press heating up because I got a couple of jobs to do. Got the heat press heating up. And we're going to be pressing here in a minute. So we were at an event this past weekend. And we were in Raleigh, North Carolina. So when we're at these events, we have our heat press out there with our generator. We have all of our things going on, and we are pressing on site, okay? When we're pressing on site, it gives the customer the opportunity to actually do a custom setup. So we had a couple of individuals out there that when we were running out of gear, we were running out of garments and patches, and they actually ordered. So we're gonna go ahead and make their items. We're gonna make their items, and then we're gonna go ahead and ship them out. So if that is you and you're saying, hey, you know what? I have a business or I have a side hustle and I go to different events. Maybe you don't press on site, but you may want to use some of these items and designs to actually do that. Then you can actually do that. Okay. Let me see what I got. That's the wrong one. So go ahead, guys. If you're just jumping in, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are a Sublimation Blanks t-shirt, transfer, adhesive, vinyl, and banner supplier. This is the Blank Spot. It's located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. You got any questions about these heat transfer patches? Don't hesitate. This is a regular 15 by 15 inch heat press. Nothing special about it. All it has to do is lock down and get hot. I do not recommend an easy press. Don't recommend an easy press because this needs to have consistent pressure. So if you do want to try this with an easy press, you're trying it at your own risk. You're trying it at your own risk. Once again, our patches are 15% off with no minimum and no coupon required. Just simply go to the website, make your purchase. Now we do have some larger patches, but I thought it would be cool to actually show the smaller ones because we're moving into the summertime, guys. It's springtime, and you can use these patches any time of the year when they're small like this. They're not bulky. They bend and maneuver. They shift with your clothing. So I think it's pretty cool. But you're gonna be seeing me press some crew necks or a crew neck and some hoodies because it was cold this weekend. And being that it was cold this weekend, we were able to take advantage of getting some of those hoodies and crew necks out. Some people wear their garments year round. I know a lot of the young folks, they'll wear a hoodie all the time. Okay. They'll wear a hoodie all the time. So if you have not done so, drop that city and that state to let us know where y'all are tuning in from. Any questions about the heat transfer patches? No, none. Go ahead and put this. Does anybody make t-shirts on here? Anybody on here make t-shirts or garments? Maybe jackets, sweatshirts, hoodies, crew necks. Anybody make t-shirts? It's always a great idea. Got a yes on here. At AM, do me a favor. If you haven't done so, do me a favor, drop that city and state. Let me know you guys are tuning in from. Got a me. All right, Princess, you do. Thank you. So if you make garments, do you have your own tags? New York City, all right. Do you have your own t-shirt tags? Do y'all have your own t-shirt tags? I think it's a pretty cool idea. I'm sorry about the light, guys, over here. You use our patches? Yes, because you are a lady of red. Don't make me mess it up. I'm sorry. But do y'all use t-shirt tags? Well, if you're making your own t-shirts, I recommend you get you some tags. Tags are going to be great. You're going to see this Princess Diamond and you're going to recognize some of these patches I'm about to put on. You got my tag, but so the tags are subjective. D, where'd you get the template for the tags? So I think D got this tag template from Etsy, and on the tag, it has our custom business name, which is TBS Customs. We also have the size and the fabric, which is 100% cotton. We have washing instructions, machine wash cold, do not iron design, tumble dry on low. And then we have our website on here. All right. So, what's going on? Simply smarter shopper. I remember you. Thanks for jumping on. So if you're not using t-shirt tags, but you're making t-shirts, you're doing yourself a disservice. Okay. So I ripped this thing out. And it's something that, because we didn't always make t-shirts, but it's something that a young lady on here kind of gave us some insight when she first started following us, probably some 2-3 years ago. We sell our own sublimation t-shirts, and we used to put our tags in there. And she said it would be a great idea if we would not put those tags in there so you can brand them yourself. So what we started doing is we stopped putting our tags in there and we just started leaving it blank. It just comes with a little size tag in there. You can't rip it away, but it's not in the way. So you can use that and you can still put your tag in there. Okay. Phyllis, how are you? Thanks for jumping on. So I'm going to go ahead and press this. This is a DTF tag that we ordered from one of our vendors. And what I do is I turn it inside out. Okay. I just turn it inside out, rip it out. It's easier, especially because this is a heavier fabric. It's easier to apply the tag. Now, you know, with these fabrics, the way they are, you have to have some type of cushion on it. So what I do is I always take my hood and I put behind the tag so I can actually press it and give it that cushion. Okay. This is a hot peel, so I rip away. And it's like with anything with DTF, if you've done it before, you know it's gonna go ahead and pop it again. Okay. So that's that. Press it again. So guys, this came out pretty good. This is Wednesday, guys. And Wednesday, is this Wednesday? It is Wednesday. Oh, it's tomorrow Wednesday. Yeah, today is Wednesday. So we got 15% off of our patches, man. I'm just talking. I don't even know what day it is, man. T-shirts, yes. Okay, that's what's up. So, guys, we got 15% off of our Chenille Patches. If that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and check it out. No coupon code needed. No coupon code needed. You can go ahead and get those patches today. Go to the website, theblankspot.com, and get your patches. It's going to be real easy. And that's every Wednesday, guys. That's every Wednesday. I'm going to stop talking because not a lot of activity, but that's okay. So I'm going to stop talking and see if there's any questions. I will address any questions that you have about our products. You love our patches? Well, we appreciate it. D works very hard to get the best quality products out there. I guess this live is more of a hey guys, come see what we got going on. So if anybody's new, hey Latrice, how you doing? It's kind of quiet out here over here on this side of social media. Not a lot of activity. I don't know if it's too late or if people are out there doing their own thing, working their own business. But we got a couple of people over here on YouTube, so I appreciate y'all. A couple of people on Facebook, thank you. You know, social media talks about the prime time to actually go live, but it really doesn't matter if you're not like a content creator or if you're not like giving people exactly what they want. It doesn't matter how many followers you got. It don't matter how many. It doesn't matter. They gotta know. They got you got to be giving them what they want. So that prime time stuff is cool. But I know some days we'll go live and we'll have lots of people on here, and then some days we won't get anything, man. I know Steve said something before, and I got to tell you, Steve, when you mentioned going live at a certain time of the day to get more eyes, but I'm gonna share something with you, Steve. What I noticed, it may be better to get more. It may be better at 10:30 a.m. to go live, but I'm gonna tell you, man, views don't convert to sales. So, you know, I can have 5 people on here and get 3 sales, and I can have 200 people on here and get no sales. So that's what I'm learning, that doesn't really convert, or being reminded of. I already knew that. I'm just being reminded of that really doesn't convert. But it is a good idea to go live at a prime time. You get a better chance to have people on your live. It depends on why you're going live as well. If you're going live just to get views, because you understood that now. If you're going live just to get views because you like the adrenaline rush from people liking your stuff, then that's one thing. But if you're actually a business owner and you're going live, I know what I used to do was I used to go live at a certain time every day, and that's pretty cool because people in general like they like consistency because of, you know, jobs and stuff like that. But that's only good for people who actually follow you, right? So having a set schedule to go live is cool for people who actually follow you, but that doesn't constitute or even guarantee that you're going to get newer people to your live. So that's one thing. Hey, Tamara, how you doing? Thanks for helping out. That's not gonna guarantee that you're gonna get new people to your live. The one thing that I learned about social media, specifically, each platform is different, and each platform desires and requires different things. For example, YouTube loves stuff like this. They love instructionals, they love tutorials, and they love step-by-steps because people on YouTube are going to appreciate that. Parita, hope I didn't say that wrong. Thanks for jumping on. Drop that city and state. Facebook likes stories. Instagram loves short reels and videos. And then TikTok, they love how-tos. They love detail, step-by-step. Give me all of the information. That's what TikTok likes. So I'm learning each platform. Each platform is different. And by me broadcasting to the same platform, it's a little bit different, okay? It's a little bit different. So I know y'all probably ready for me to start actually pressing, but I'm not ready just yet. So if you guys are just jumping on, we got about I'm on the East Coast. We're broadcasting out of Columbia, South Carolina. Let's get some participation. If you have not done so already, drop that city and state. We got Liz and Linda from Raleigh, North Carolina. I appreciate it. You went on yesterday. Thank you. Was that your first time yesterday? All the first timers, type a number 1 in the comments. All the first timers, type a number 1 in the comments. Please and thank you. Yeah, when you're on like a TikTok platform, it doesn't matter how many. It doesn't matter that was earlier today. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. When you're on a platform like a TikTok, TikTokers want something totally different. Humble Shooter, Fort Worth, Texas. You're a first timer. Thank you. I appreciate it. Because the platform itself, what I'm learning is the platform itself has already conditioned its followers and also whatever content creators that come on there to use it, it's conditioned them to share certain things. So we are business owners, ladies and gentlemen. So there's some things that we just won't share. However, as it pertains to us using our products and offering our services, we're more than happy to show you just how easy it is to use them both and to access them both. So what I'm doing right now, I'm adding t-shirt tags or garment tags to our garments. These are our custom items that we're making. So I'm adding these garment tags right now. If you make t-shirts, it's a strong recommendation. I recommend that you get you some t-shirt tags. If you're getting garments that are not tear away or rip away, then you might want to stay away from them. Parita Creation. Can you drop that city and state, please? And thank you. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We're broadcasting just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. Late night work in the warehouse. We are trying to beat the heat, y'all. And it's definitely starting to get a little hotter. So we're trying to beat the heat, getting these orders out. So Linda, you were first time yesterday, right? I mean, earlier today, right? I keep saying yesterday for some reason. I'm not sure why. I promise you this goes faster if I wasn't broadcasting. So thank you for coming back, Linda. The topic of tonight, I didn't say anything earlier today, but the topic of the night, we have heat transfer patches that are on sale every Wednesday, 15% off. No minimum purchase required, no coupon code required. You enjoyed the content and the knowledge? Well, hopefully it added value to you. Appreciate it. And don't hesitate to go to the website, y'all, and make a purchase. Today we talked about sublimation items. So here's, again, for those of you who are just jumping on, these are some of our heat transfer patches. I'm going to hold them up simultaneously. These are some of our heat transfer patches. These are very thin embroidery type patches. Okay. They have adhesive on the back. That's how they're going to stick or adhere to your garments. I don't know if you can see that shininess. There's a little shininess there. All right. Most of these patches are inspirational patches. You can use these for junk hats, junk jackets, things like that. Lots of inspirational type patches. A lot of you guys have purchased some jackets from us. Even if you have like a blue jean jacket at home, you can actually use that for your blue jean jacket at home. And they're easy to apply. I'm going to show you here in a minute just how they apply. Got lots of patches. Got some larger patches as well, but we got lots of patches out there. This right here is a heat transfer patch. I'm going to show you guys. This is a heat transfer patch that I pressed the other day, and I'm going to be pressing one today. That is a heat transfer patch. Hey, Rhonda, how you doing? You got to purchase another jacket, but larger. I think we pulled the jackets for the time being because we are selling so many at these events. And I did find that transfer that you were looking for, Rhonda. So the next time you make a purchase, I'm going to send that transfer to you, okay? The next time you make a purchase, I will send that transfer to you. Rhonda is another faithful client. We appreciate you, Rhonda. We met you recently, not too long ago, and you have been making purchases with us consistently, might I add, since you connected with us. So we appreciate that. She's not a loyal customer, she's a loyal client. No, bless you. It's people like you, Rhonda. And I'm not going to start calling out names, but I'm talking about you right now. But it's people like you and others. You know who you are, who actually consistently shop with us, and it helps us to keep on going. Because we know how it is, man. Most customers are going through and they're looking for the most inexpensive items. And there's a sale over here, there's a sale over there. Then it's hard to keep you guys, keep you guys' attention. But we appreciate you, Ron. It says a lot. It says a lot and it speaks volumes when customers come back. Can't control who you spend your money with, but when you come back, it speaks volume. It lets us know that we're doing something right. For all of you guys who haven't tried us out yet, go ahead and check us out. Today is Patch Wednesday. We have larger patches and small patches, lots of varieties. Go and check us out, theblanksspot.com. Scroll down to the bottom, click on the patches, no minimum requirements. That means that you can buy one of these patches. I wouldn't recommend you only buying one. I recommend you buy several because the shipping is going to cost more than the patches. All right? So get the best bang for your buck. And if I can add value to your operation while we're here on live, if I can add value to what you're currently doing, then by all means, ask a question. Love the interaction. Thank you, Latrice. I appreciate it. So we're gonna press this one first because this one's gonna be the easiest. All right. So now we got our temperature set at 374 degrees, and we have our timer set for 20 seconds. This is going to be heavy pressure. So I'm going to crank down on my heat press. If you do not have a heat press like this, meaning that it locks in or it actually presses down and locks in, then I recommend you getting one because you do not want to apply these heat transfer patches with a easy press. You don't want to do that. You always want to pre-press for 3 to 5 seconds to take the moisture out. Anybody new to making t-shirts or garments? Anybody new? Anybody new to making t-shirts or garments? There's always somebody who's new and wanting to get started. Okay, if you're new, so Shellback Customs, do me a favor, type in your city and state, that kid. Trina Jones, type in your city and state. Linda says she's new. Type those cities and states in. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. If you're new, I'm going to do a step-by-step, okay? You can always go back on YouTube, which is The Blanks Spot, and you guys can see our website back here. You can also see our phone number if you want to call us during office hours. But this is how you contact us if you have any questions. This is our website as well. So I'm going to go through a step-by-step on how to press these garments. So pressing a t-shirt or a hoodie is the same as pressing any other garment, okay? Pressing a t-shirt or a hoodie is the same as pressing any other garment. Give me 1 second. You're pressing a t-shirt, a hoodie, a crew neck, a jacket. It's pretty much the same all the way around. D, you won't believe what just happened. I can probably hide it if I make something else with it. But look at it. On the bottom right. So that garment had something on it. That garment had something on it. Let me check my heat press real quick. To make sure that it's not my heat press. I press a lot of things on here. Okay, Lakeland, Florida, I appreciate it. You're on the same timeline as me. Wiley, Texas, you're on Central Time. Frederick, Maryland, East Coast. Okay. Anybody else want to share their city and state? Getting a couple people on here now. We staying steady over here on YouTube and Instagram. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's something that's on that garment. So I had a garment just now, and it had something on it. So you got to be mindful also that you don't make a purchase with items with you don't make a you don't make a garment with something on it. So you want to be mindful of that. Okay, you really want to be mindful of that. Does that look like something there? Or does that look clean? Okay. All right, you want to be mindful of that. So I always check my garments. That was just ordered. We just ordered that, and it came in today. But sometimes you get things on your garment. So I'm gonna show y'all what I know. And I'm a little OCD, but it's a good thing because not everybody will catch stuff, but you don't want to send that to your customer. Can y'all see that? Y'all see that black mark on there? Pittsburgh. I need a hands-on class for sub. No, you don't. You don't need a hands-on class for sub. You need a trial and error. So I can't send that. That would be detrimental to our business. So we can't send that. So I don't want to make the same mistake again. So I'm going to make sure that nothing got on my heat press. And I'm pre-press it. Simple but fancy. How you doing, Nadia? All the best marketing. Thanks for jumping on. Normally that doesn't happen. However, if it does, you got to be mindful of that, okay? So you pre-press your fabric for 3 to 5 seconds. That's to get the moisture out. If you don't get the moisture out, depending on what type of transfer it is, you're going to have a problem and it won't stick. Remember, this is adhesive, okay? That's an adhesive transfer. Y'all see that? So if you're a first time maker, or if you're new, you want to make sure you measure your transfers from the neck down. So how do you measure your transfers? It's real simple. You can do it a couple of ways. You can get one of these measuring tools. If you don't have one of these measuring tools, you can use 3 to 4 fingers from the lower rim of your neckline. 3 to 4 fingers from the lower rim of your neckline. So now, here's something that's going to be important for all of the makers, all the t-shirt makers and garment makers. If you're making t-shirts, hoodies, crew necks, anything that can pull over, you want to think about the, how can I say this? The physical composition. That's right. The physical composition, because I don't want to offend any ladies and or men. But you got to think about the physical composition of the person that you're making the garment for. Some people are larger here, and some people are larger here. So if it's a larger person, you may have to drop that transfer down a little bit more. That's going to be, by that person, or, you're going to get good at that. However, can you see that at that neckline? That's our measurements. You say, don't forget the cape. Nah, I don't think I'm putting it on right now, man. But if I did this, that's 4 fingers. Y'all see that? Everybody's hands and fingers are different, but that's approximately 4 fingers. All right. Y'all with me? That's for the new people. All right. This is an extra large garment. Normally, women would like theirs a little bit lower. Everything that I do by eyesight. But if I have an issue, there's a couple of things that I can do. I can take this garment, fold it in half, put a small crease in the center, and then I can take my design, fold it in half, pinch it, and line it up. Okay. Now with these heat transfer patches, you want to always make sure you protect them from direct heat. So we're going to use this Teflon right here. Remember, it's 374 degrees. It's heavy pressure for 20 seconds. We want to make sure that thing sticks. All right. So any first time t-shirt makers, garment makers, anybody out there's first time, those are some basic things that you're going to want to do. You're going to want to make sure you pre-press your garments every time. You're going to want to make sure that when you set that measurement up, you're going 3 to 4 fingers from the lower neckline, making sure you're centering that garment. Making sure you're centering that garment and making sure you're pressing that. Now, if it's your first time and you've never done a red garment before, this is how it looks when you pre-press. That dark red spot, that means that garment is dry. That's all the moisture that was in there. So now I'm not done. I'm going to take this garment, I'm going to turn it inside out, and I'm going to press this garment again. Take it inside out, and I'm going to press it again. Let me see. I see people in New York City that have design on their belly. I want to say something. Steve, man. Hey, Steve. That's that experience that makes you want to say something, right? So remember, guys, with these chenille patches, embroidery patches, any of the heat transfer patches, sequin patches, it's going to be a double press. It's going to be a press 2 times. The next press is going to be inside out, making sure that adhesive is adhering, that patch is adhering to that fabric, getting into them fibers. Did you see how I had to kind of struggle with putting this down? It doesn't have to be necessarily that heavy, but you do need to have heavy pressure. Any questions about this so far? 374, 375 for 20 seconds, and then we're good to go. Now, I did change up garments, so I'm going to put this t-shirt tag in here. It's always going to be great to get some tearaways. These are Hanes EcoSmart garments, okay? So I got my bag of t-shirt tags. If you're not using t-shirt tags, but you're making garments and you're not branding your stuff, you definitely want to do that. I keep these little cushions. to give me a little extra leverage, because when that garment is flat and I want to focus directly on my t-shirt tag, I want to make sure that it gets on there. So I have that pushed up. Now this may be a tad bit heavy, but I'll be okay. Now this is supposed to be like 325 for 20 seconds, but it's a t-shirt tag, so I'm not going to go back and change the temperature. But if you're doing a regular DTF transfer, make sure you adhere to the pressing instructions. You got to know if that's a hot peel or not, because you'll do that and you'll rip everything off and you'll be wondering what happened. Everyone who's new to the platform, if you have not identified yourself by typing a number 1, type that number 1 in the comments to let us know you're new. How many watts is the machine? About 1,400 watts. The average 15 by 15 heat press is going to be anywhere between 1,400 to about 1,800 watts. Got a number one. It's me, Jessica. Drop that city and state if you're just jumping on. If it's your first time, you're just jumping on, drop that city and state. We're broadcasting just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. So here's that tag identifying that we are TBS Customs. That's our custom site. TBS Customs. See that? And this is it. So that's done. That's good to go. So let's get to the good part. So we had some fraternity guys to come out this weekend. They were in a convention, and they were some fraternity guys, and we had some items out there, and they just automatically fell in love with those items. So right now, I'm gonna do some things that I did. I think Steve calls it out of the box. So I got some things that I did. And we're gonna go ahead and I remember now. Yeah, you're the red fraternity, sorority, excuse me. So we got some things that I did, and I'm going to reproduce this. They're gonna be the same. So I want you guys to tell me if you recognize this fraternity just by me holding up this jacket. Type in the comments if you recognize this fraternity. Also, don't hesitate to go to the website. This is Patch Wednesday. 15% off of all patches. 15% off of all patches. No coupon code needed. No coupon code needed. Some of these heat transfer patches, you're going to love them. Great choice selection. Great choice selection. This one says, I'm not perfect, but I'm a limited edition. This one says high maintenance. So which one is it? Yep, we're about to do a black and gold. Hopefully this gives you an idea. That's just some of the patches we have. Hopefully this gives you an idea if you decide to purchase some patches and you happen to run into somebody who wants something, you can do that. Now, I am going to have to drop the temperature for this particular transfer process because I don't want to fry the transfer. So we're going to let this go down for a little bit because I have to apply this first. Okay? This one has to be applied first, and I have to drop the temperature. So yeah, we're about to do a black and gold. Is it? Okay. So hopefully after I do this, it may give you some ideas because we have some of these patches that are available. I don't know if you knew that or not. So we got a couple of patches that we're going to be using for this organization. I made a jacket out there. They got extra excited. I got extra excited. So they said, hey, you know what? One guy bought the display. I really don't like selling displays. But one guy bought the display. And the other one saw it. And they started ordering because we didn't have their sizes, right? Which is really cool when we go out there at these events. We didn't have their sizes. So they ordered the display. And we went from there. Okay? I got so much stuff going on until I don't have anything going on. Okay. What you didn't know, I'm going to show you, Princess Diamond. We're not selling these on our site, but this is going to be on the back. Okay. So once again, just like everything else, you're going to pre-press the garment. This is actually a DTF transfer. I know, Steve. Sometimes you got to bite that bullet, buddy. Sometimes you got to bite that bullet, but giving people what they want is going to be a great way to make money. So I'm going to take this and put this on the back. I'll let you guys see after I do it, but we are not selling this one on the website. Okay. So has anybody ever placed a transfer on the back of a garment? Anybody? Y'all put them on the back? Help me out. Anybody place transfers on the back? I have. Okay. Have you ever placed a transfer on the back of a hoodie? It's a different look. It's a different look. So I'm gonna get my wife to come in real quick to show you where this normally would go versus where it would go if you had a hoodie. So I'm gonna put this hoodie on, and I want y'all to see. So with the hoodie, normally this is here. So normally what happens is this hood is gonna go. This transfer is gonna go about 6 inches from the neck.
So probably about right there.
Can y'all see?
Right. But when you put the hood down, it's gonna pretty much kind of cover it. So you have to bring it down. That's your 6 inches. It's really kind of hiding it. Go up some. So you got to bring it down because of the hood.
So 6 inches would be right here.
About right there.
That's the standard. But it's 6 to 7 inches when you're doing the hood.
Yeah. So you got to bring it down some.
So where's my hood landing? Right across my shoulder blades, yep. Right? So now, I can't tell what it looks like on here. But I do know, let me see that. I do know what 6 inches is. And I had this thing in about 7.5 inches. Well, 6.5 inches, I'm sorry. So no, I'm right at 6 inches. So I know if I put it right here, what's going to happen is the hood is going to cover it. So I'm going to slide this down a little bit more. And it's approximately 7.5 inches. Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? Yep, maybe. Tamara said, hey. Rhonda said, yes. Tiffany said, yes. Steve, yes. Princess, yes. Y'all all did this before? Okay. He says, good to know. So you want to think about that. If the very top is covered, you can get away with that. But if half of the if half of the design is covered, it's not really doing any good. You also have to think about your customer if they have long hair, especially if they're wearing jackets or hoodies. Okay, got to think about they have long hair. So I'm going with 7.5 inches from the bottom. My temperature is ready. This is a DTF transfer and it's a hot peel. Let me see. I don't measure. I just lay the hood down and then place the patch under it. Got to think about the composition of the person, the broadness of the shoulders, and how that hood is going to lay back. Because you don't want to end up covering that patch up. I would say this is a hot peel, but you already know because it came right on off. Are we going to press this again? Oh, man, they're going to love this. This thing is clean. With DTF transfers, you have to do a double press because they haven't figured out, with the process, they haven't figured out how to get that thing in the garment. Questions, comments? Rhonda said exactly. Yeah, you got to think about that. Let's see. So we don't have a DTF printer. And that's one thing that a lot of you who are brand new to making garments, You don't have to get printers for everything. Okay. So I usually go by the sleeves, the underarm. That's a great measurement. And since you said that, the bottom of it is almost at the sleeves. Actually, it's midway, just about midway. Is that D mirror? I don't want to mess that up. So if you can do me a favor and drop that city and state, I appreciate it. You just jumping on, drop your city and state to let me know where you guys are tuning in from. They said that they usually go by the sleeves. It falls almost just above the sleeves. Okay, Michigan. All right. So that's how that came out. Millbrook, Alabama. Thank you. Thanks for the gift. I appreciate it. So I am not, I repeat, I am not an expert. Everything that I'm doing, I pretty much learned on the fly. I learned how to do this, okay? I learned how to do this on the fly. I do admit that I am creative. Arizona, thank you. Charleston, South Carolina, you're right up the street. Guys, we're located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. We are having a sale today until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Chenille patches, our heat transfer patches, okay? So once again, we got to put this on here. This is a hoodie. It has a pocket. If you can, you want to get that seam off of the heat press, but if you can't, this is a large hoodie. You just won't be able to do it, but you got to have a lot of pressure. If that happens and you have to get something under it, like a pressing pad or a pressing pillow, that's not going to be a bad idea depending on what type of transfer you're using. We're going to pre-press this for 3 to 5 seconds, getting the moisture out. If you don't get that moisture out, it's a possibility that your transfer is not going to adhere. Santan Valley, Arizona. That's what's up. Thank you, Tam. I appreciate it. So, the black and gold. I'm going to drop this to 3 to 4 fingers, right at 4 fingers. I hold my sides out. I hold my sides out and I do a visual. You got to remember these hoodies are machined and they're not going to necessarily be centered to the pocket. So please, guys, don't make the mistake of using the pocket as a center point. You can't do that, okay? Moisture, especially on hoodies, they're thick. So you ran into the issue the other night. So you want to get this and you want to center this. If you have to pull out a ruler, do that. But after a while, hey, John, how you doing? After a while, you'll get the hang of it. Remember, these heat transfer patches, you want to protect them against the direct heat. So I'm going to use my Teflon, heavy pressure, 374 degrees for 20 seconds. These patches are double pressed. So that means once I finish pressing it, I turn it inside out and I press it again. That's to make sure the adhesive sticks to the garment. I'm going to speed this up a little bit, y'all. Now, if I could take this and turn it over. But my idea, the thing of it is, I want to make sure that this directly hits that garment. And I promise you guys, it does not take this long. I'm just kind of walking through and explaining it to some people who may be new. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you guys subscribe. If you have not visited our website, make sure you visit the website. The website is theblankspot.com. Check us out. Adhesive heat transfer patches are on sale until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 15% off, no minimum requirement, no coupon code needed. Go to the website, theblankspot.com. Scroll down until you see heat transfer patches and make your purchase. Some of you guys just jumping on, you missed it. I put my t-shirt tag in here already to brand my garment. I got a couple more patches to put on here, and then I'm going to be done. So now we're going to go with the sleeve side, okay? I'm going to go left and right sleeve, one at a time. When I do the sleeves, one thing I've learned, because I don't have a sleeve, jig, but the one thing I've learned how to do is I've learned how to adjust. So because I don't have a sleeve jig, that doesn't mean I'm not going to still do the sleeve. So it's a couple things I want to do, all right? What I noticed, you can do this a couple of different ways. You can do this to where the majority of the sleeve hangs off, if that's even possible. You can use a hat press. That's possible. Or you can take some cushion. You can take some foam, slide it inside your sleeve to boost it up so it doesn't have that crease in it, okay? Once that crease gets in there, it's kind of hard to get it out. What I do normally, let me see if I can find one. Here's one. This is going to be perfect, okay? Kind of perfect. So normally what I'll do is I'll take something about this size, and then I'll fold it in 3 sections. Y'all see that? I'll take something about this size, and I'll fold it in 3 sections. Then I'll take it, and I know it seems like a lot, but I'm telling you guys, only because I'm explaining it's going this slow. I take it, and I place it inside. Now, I'll normally do patches all the way down the arm. This time I'm not doing that, but I'm just trying to keep that crease off of this garment, because I don't like that crease in there, okay? So it kind of helps me to control the crease. I'm actually going off the seam, okay? I'm going off the seam, and I'm lining that patch up on the seam. So this is the first patch I'm going to apply. These are available as well. I am going to pre-press to get the moisture out. Has anybody done shoulder patches or arm patches? Let me know, guys. Have you done shoulder or arm patches? Where are my seamstress at? Nobody? Come on, guys. So I'm going to drop that patch about 4 fingers down from the seam. Not yet. You got to try it. It's not hard. I'm going to drop my patch about 4 fingers down from the seam. 4 fingers down from the seam. And then what I'm going to do, once again, you got to protect your patch. I'm just centering it, okay? Now, something I need y'all to understand. For those of you who are OCD, this patch is straight right here. I'm going to follow the A. That's how I know it's straight. Following the A. I'm going to put this patch on here. The way that I know that it's straight is that I'm using my angles from my heat press. That's how I know it's straight. How I know it's centered, I'm guessing that it's centered, but I think it's going to be fine. Take off a little bit of pressure because I got that pad in there, and I got to make sure that it goes down. Let's see. You did an arm, no shoulder. Pretty much the same thing. I just used that padding to go inside there. Thanks for the gift. I used that padding to go inside there to kind of regulate that crease that's going to be in there. Arm and wrist, okay. Now I may have a bit of a crease in here, but it won't be as prominent. See, that can be ironed out. That crease right there, that can be ironed out. You use your sock jig for the sleeves. Been such a big help. Well, thanks for that. Someone says they're using the sock jig. Stone Cold Creations. Have you dropped your sitting in state? If not, please do so. Remember, this is a double press. It's a double press. So I'm going to turn this puppy inside out, and I'm going to hit it again. If you guys are just joining, please drop the city and state, like the video, share the video. This is a little bit different. St. Louis, Missouri. Thank you. I appreciate it. If you are new to the platform, type a number 1 if you haven't done so already. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep this from getting a crease in it. And I want to hit this patch again to make sure we are good to go. Is that Miggs? Is that Miggs, Georgia? Thank you. Appreciate you. We have it is Stone Cold Creations from St. Louis, Missouri. We have someone on Facebook that's from St. Louis, that's from Missouri as well. That sale is going to end in about 45 minutes, guys. Sale on the patch is going to end about 45 minutes. Someone else is from St. Louis, Missouri, the Show Me State. They're over here on TikTok now, y'all. Don't let them outdo you over here on Facebook and YouTube. I have another shoulder patch to put on. Hopefully you guys got a pretty good view. Guys, if you're just jumping on, this is the blank spot. We are a Sublimation Blanks t-shirt transfer adhesive vinyl and banner supplier. We are your local and what is it? International vendor? I don't know. Hey, check us out, guys. We ship to all 50 states, all U.S. territories. If it's something that you're interested in, don't hesitate. If you have a question, there is even a chat on our website. Everybody should be able to see that white board in the back. That's our website, theblankspot.com. Harlem Print. Do you have a sitting in state? I don't believe you dropped it. Just gave me an inspiration to do a hoodie to match my Alpha Junk hat. Absolutely. And if you don't have the patches, please come check us out. Atlanta. So Harlem Print, no, we don't. However, please don't hesitate to check what we have. Most of our images are faith-based. They are 15% off today, guys, until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No minimum requirements. No coupon code needed. And I'm not sure if you guys are making them for your customers. I don't know what your customer base is, but this is a great opportunity to stock up when we have these sales. Lots of different graphics that we have. This is the next one. Can y'all see that? That's the next one that's going on. Four fingers from the seam of the shoulder. I'm gonna do a quick pre-press. I knock these out in about 15 minutes while I'm at the event. Really. I'm talking about I'm dropping, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 transfers on this hoodie in about 15 minutes. Most of the food truck vendors that we're out there with, it's going to take people about 45 minutes to get their food. So they get their garments before they get their food. When I say we're moving out there. But like I said, because I'm doing a demo and kind of talking through this, I want you guys to be able to see and show at the same time. If you haven't done so, guys, reach out to us, drop that city and state, let us know where you're tuning in from. We're broadcasting outside of Columbia, South Carolina. We are the blanks spot, specializing in blanks, blank apparel, transfers. We have our own sublimation paper, our own sublimation ink. We have our own sublimation shirts. We have screen print transfers. 90-cent transfers. You make a minimum purchase of $50 and you get them for 90 cents. You can pick, mix, and match what's on our website. Lots of ways for y'all to get the bag. That's what they're saying, right? Get the bag. Lots of ways for y'all to get the bag when y'all shop with us. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate it. Buffalo, New York. John, it won't be a 4 o'clock in the morning this morning. This is a wrap, bro. I think I may finish this one, the rest of them in the morning. That is hot. I got one more to add. And Tamara, you're going to appreciate this one. You're going to appreciate this one as well, Steve. I'm going to finish it off. I'm going to finish this off with a mini. I'm going to finish this off with a mini patch on the wrist. That's how we're going to finish this off. The one thing I like about this, and this gives you the opportunity to be creative, but the one thing I like about this is that I did this very same garment as a display. And by using this display, we were able to sell 4, I think. I sold 1 display. I made 1 out there, and I have 3 to do. So tell me, I want y'all to be thinking about this. How much would you sell this hoodie for? Anybody want to give me a number? How much would you sell this hoodie for? Get some feedback. You got a customer that wants you to make them a custom hoodie. How much would you sell this hoodie for? I'm going 2 fingers off the wrist. Okay? 2 fingers off the wrist. I'm waiting. Someone said $70. How many patches was that? It was 4 patches and 1 transfer on the back. I got $55. I got $60, $65, $85. John, you specialize in hoodies, I know. 85 over here, Simply Smarters. 75 to 95, 45 to 55. This is easily an $80 hoodie. Easily. Especially if you personalize it. 105. Where you located at, Lou Star? Drop that city and state. Everybody who commented but didn't drop your city and state, please drop your city and state to let us know where you tuning in from. Please. Thank you. Some of y'all just slid in there. Philly. I'm sure it's going to go for that in Philly. North Carolina, New York. All right. Let me get my mannequin, man. That's the only way this is going to work for me. Y'all ready to see the end result? MA. Is that where's MA? Massachusetts? Austin, Texas. Thank you. I appreciate it. Huntsville, Alabama. Are y'all ready to see the results? I need some likes. I need some shares. I'm gonna show it in, you know. Give me what I asked for. I've been on here for about what's that? An hour and 16 minutes. So I need you guys to also go to the website. Designs That Speak. How you doing? Thanks for the gift for earlier. Don't know if I thank you or not. I need y'all to go to the website. We have deals every day. But today is our Patch Wednesday. 15% off. 15% off of your heat transfer patches. No coupon code needed. No minimum requirement. I am better than amazing. I'm going to try to do this one time. This is going to represent the person that's wearing the hoodie. You see how far that's down? You can see that hood. And what the heck, man? I'm going to do one more. Because this is the actual color that we sold out there off the rack. We sold a black one too. But while I got y'all's attention, let's go ahead and get it, man. We sold a black one as well. But the display that I made was a sand color. Looks good. Appreciate it. Thank y'all. I challenge y'all to use these patches and make your own and sell them for the price that you said you're going to sell them for. Like I said, man, I'm not a t-shirt maker. That's not what I do. I don't make garments. That's not my thing. It became our thing when we go out to these vending events. When we go out to these vending events and we're sharing our business, it became our thing. Uh-oh. My bad. We lost some light, y'all. I hit the little. My apologies. Yeah, it became my thing. So that being said, anybody can do this. Anybody can do this with the right practice. I'm definitely not a custom guru. I recommend I prefer to stay away from custom. But if I create something like this for a display, it's really to get people's attention. Do you always press the back that low no matter what. No, this is a hoodie, and I'm thinking about this the hood. Now it's your choice. It's your choice. But specifically for this hoodie with these colors, with when you're talking about the frats and also the sororities, they want you to see their colors. If it was a lady wearing a hoodie, or if it was a lady with long hair, it would be kind of difficult. However, with this hood and it being, when you say that low, with this hood, they want to be able to see it. So it's actually falling right below the 6 to 7 inch, because it's supposed to be about 6 inches from the bottom. Okay, normally that's what the standard is, but I put it right at about 7 inches. But guys, this is definitely your preference. So Kevin, do you do hoodies? Because it's definitely going to be your choice. And also it's probably going to have a lot to do with the customer as well. Probably going to have a lot to do with the customer as well. But do you do hoodies? Do you make hoodies? Anybody out there making hoodies? You'll be lucky to get 55. They'll be lucky if I sell it. Our website prices are always different. Yeah. So I mean, when we were out there, Kevin, and the customer actually saw this and they wanted it, they saw the one that I did, they liked it just like that. So yeah. Just started making shirts. Okay. You're making hoodies. So like I said, it depends on you, the customer, their preference. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, guys, I'm not a guru. I'm sure a lot of y'all can teach me a lot of stuff. John, you do hoodies? That's your thing, right, John? And Kevin and everybody else, it's kind of like having a larger client, or doing a garment that has a larger size. You want to adjust according to the composition of that customer's body as well. So that's something you want to think about as well. I'm wearing a 2X right now. So I'll drop some of my images down a little bit further. Not down to my belly, like Steve made that joke, but I will drop them down a little below the four finger zone. I just want to knock this out real fast. I used to airbrush t-shirts and hoodies. Okay, that's what's up. Just trying something new and different. This is cool. It's easy because there are heat transfer patches. If you don't have an embroidery machine, guys, listen, I'm not knocking anybody who does embroidery. That's a skill set that is learned and then perfected. But if you don't have an embroidery machine, these heat transfer patches are going to be great for you to knock out a great solid project. Okay. Everybody's not going to agree with the heat transfer patches. Not here to take money out of anybody's pocket or anything. However, this is a great option for us because we're not going to be doing embroidery, and we actually have the ability to do something quick for the customers on site. And they get an opportunity to get involved with what we're doing. So imagine being at an event, being able to do something like this on site, and then having your customer get involved, be engaged, and be happy with the outcome. You say I have an embroidery machine and I have not learned it. You haven't learned it though? Hey, listen, you got to get into it. It's a lot of people who all on here does embroidery. See, it looks good on this color. I thought it did when I did it. When I first did it, I thought it looked great. I think this is the better color. This is my opinion. Who has an embroidery machine, guys? I'm talking about who's really doing embroidery right now. I do embroidery, been doing it for a while. Yes, it's a skill set. I'm not gonna knock anybody who does embroidery. I know I ain't doing it. John, you say you got a Racoma? Okay. Say they cutthroat in New York? Man. I can imagine though, man. I can imagine Steve creating a product that's great, and then somebody coming through saying, "Hey, I can do it cheaper." That's crazy, man. And cheaper is not always better. The question is, if there's something wrong with your products, will you stand by it? Because most people, what I've learned is that most people who are willing to offer it for cheaper, they're not going to stand by their products. Have y'all noticed that? I love it when people say that they can do it cheaper, or a customer says, if a customer says, "Hey, they can do it cheaper over there." Hey, man, go ahead. Go ahead and get it done cheaper. Because I guarantee you, when you come back, because cheaper didn't work out, we'll be right here. And you really didn't save any money by getting it cheaper, because you actually spent more money because you paid double. So you're going to get it cheaper. It ain't always a good thing. Let's see. To that open box. Don't be scared of that machine. Yep. Open that box up. Don't be scared of that machine. Many of us had to get the heat press out of the box. Yeah. Got to get started, man. Yeah, Ryan. What's going on, man? I thought I spoke to you. I know I saw you. Yeah, cheaper is not always better, man. Cheaper is not always better. And most folks don't understand that until they actually go and get that cheaper product, that less expensive product. Because that's another thing. A lot of people say less expensive, but it actually is cheaper. And it could be a cheaper quality. It could be a lot of things, right? Let's see. That part, yeah. So a lot of people will get sold on price and not quality, and then they come back and complain about all small business owners. But it ain't all small business owners. It's you being cheap. Sometimes it's that customer that's cheap. It's not always all small business owners. Because a lot of people are shopping. Most people are shopping by their pocketbooks, their budget, right? I couldn't remember, man. I appreciate you though. Thanks for always coming on and supporting the lives. I appreciate it. Guys, don't forget, quick pause. Make sure you go to the website, theblankspot.com. That's THEBLANKSSPOT.com. You see it back there. Hit the website at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got just about an hour to get these heat transfer patches for 15% off. No coupon code necessary. No coupon code necessary. No minimum requirement. That means you can get large ones and small ones for that amount. Take advantage of it because it only happens every Wednesday. But we have other things on there as well that you can get every day. Other great deals that you can get on every day. We have sublimation transfers that you can get every day for $2, minimum purchase of $15. You have 90-cent screen print transfers with a minimum purchase of $50 that you can get every day. Lots of different deals, guys. We have our own sublimation paper that is the bomb. Yeah, you got to be willing to stand by your product. Lou Star, I think I'm saying that right, Anthony. Appreciate you. Looking forward to it. You waiting on the printer that you ordered? What type of printer did you order? The one you have to convert? Okay. You're not used to seeing me this late? It's hot in the daytime in the warehouse. So you're probably going to be seeing us a lot more this time of the day or this time of the evening. But we also want to make sure you guys know that we have these deals going on. If you guys are into saving money, we're into helping you save money. Heat transfer patches, only on Wednesdays, 15% off. No coupon code required. No minimum purchase required. 15% off is a lot, guys. It will definitely take care of the shipping. If you're brand new and you have not done so yet, drop that city and that state. Also, don't hesitate to go ahead and become a member of our email marketing platform. You'll get updates on different deals and reminders. We're going to start doing some other things as well. If you are interested in starting your business and you need some help, we do have a business membership. I'm throwing everything out there now, man. We have a business membership. We meet every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The membership, check this out. The membership is only $26.26 a month. And you're probably saying, well, why is it so cheap? It's not cheap. It's inexpensive. It's very valuable. It's packed full of information. And you will get some value out of it. You can go out there and you can find a membership or a mentorship that you would pay $200 a month for. But I can just about guarantee you that you're going to get the same quality or even better from us. So that part. So you can find that business membership on our website as well. Very informative. Thank you. Kathleen, how you doing? Thanks for jumping on. If you haven't done so, guys, drop that city and state. We're about to wrap this thing up. We're about to wrap it up, guys. Drop that city and state if you haven't done so. If it's your first time, you haven't let me know, go ahead and type that number 1 in the comments as well. This is the blank spot. We are a Sublimation Blanks t-shirt transfer supplier. We also supply adhesive vinyl and banners. We're doing some maintenance on our printer right now. So the banners and the vinyl is not up right now, but it will be soon. We'll be up again soon. We have screen print transfers. We resell cotton t-shirts. We have our own Sublimation brand of t-shirts as well. Take advantage of that. It don't get any better than this, man. Let us be your new suppliers. If anybody's doing graduation items and you do have a sublimation printer, let's say you may be doing some some graduation stoves. Well, guess what? We sell graduation stoves. We also have sublimation paper rolls right here for your small format printers. That's going to be helpful. About to cut this heat press off, man. It's hot. So y'all ready to see the sand color? I need to know. Are y'all ready to see the sand color? Who's ready to see the sand color? Been on here about an hour and 35, 40 minutes. I need about 10,000 likes on TikTok. Y'all watching, but y'all not liking. Also need y'all to go to this website, y'all. I know this may seem like it's being informative, but we're not in business for free. The website address, I want you to look back there. We made it easy for you, Kimberly. Can you see that? Right there. But it's also on the link tree. So if you guys frequent if you frequent TikTok, every professional business owner should have a link up there. What you said? Let me see. See the thing about white sublimation hoodies? The way you sub the inside of that hood during Christmas, you feel that? Yeah, that's pretty cool. That was pretty cool. New York. New York. All right, so I think that was Kevin. Kevin, are you still out there? Kevin, are you still out there? Because if we can't get this thing to 10,000, I'm just going to share this to Facebook and YouTube. I really want you to see this, though, Kevin. I really want you to see how this fits on this sand color. And this is what Kevin was talking about, asking about, is it always that low? On the left hand, on the left arm, doesn't look like we're going to make it to 10,000. So, guys, like I said, we got about less than an hour. If you guys want to take advantage of this sale, the heat transfer patches that are for sale. I'm waiting to see if TikTok is going to get us to 10,000 so I can show this last hoodie. The sale on the heat transfer patches is going to end at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That means that you got less than an hour to go to the website. The website link is back here. If you're on TikTok, you can go to the link in the description and go to the website. If you're on Facebook or YouTube and you want to hit the direct link, go to the description. Okay, you got to go to the description. I have it in there every time. What happens is you click that, you're going to scroll down to the bottom where you see heat transfer patches. Once you see heat transfer patches, you're going to go ahead and start dropping them in there. We got all types of patches, man. All types of patches. May not have exactly what you're looking for, your speed. We're about 1,200 more likes, y'all. Y'all got to get it in. It may not always be your speed, but if you're selling these, if you're reselling these to your customers, you can find customers who are in that genre. Now, I don't know exactly who your customer base is. I don't know if your customer base is reserved or if your customer base is ratchet. I'm just keeping it 100. If you got a ratchet customer base, they're going to be looking for certain things. I get it. But if you have a reserved, more laid back customer base, maybe you're looking for something to do some junk type jackets, junk hoodies, junk shirts, junk hats, inspirational things. Those types of things will actually help to get you going. Okay. Depends on what you're selling as well. 5 more hundred, y'all. 5 more hundred. I'm going to show y'all one more time on YouTube and Facebook. I think TikTok is getting it together. Just about there. So what do y'all think about this? I think the sand color looks better than the black. Appreciate it, TikTok. I think the sand color looks better than the black. I do. Same hoodie. Same positioning. Same hoodie, same positioning. What y'all think? Kevin, if you're still there, you were concerned about if you drop the back, if you drop the back low every time. Once again, it's a personal and or a customer preference. And since I don't have the numbers, a lot of the lines like to put their numbers and their name on there. They still have room on their hood to put their numbers on there. Okay. So that's all I got. Ratchet people believe in God while cursing. That's Tamara D. Ratchet people believe in God while cursing. I think a lot of people have their isms. So, you know, I can't go there. I'll drop one of them bombs every now and again as well. So thank y'all for jumping on. Like I said, at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the sale is over with. Sweet and style, thank you. I appreciate it. The sale is over with, but we got other things on there as well. So thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thanks for the support of liking the video and sharing the videos. We'll be coming on in the evening a lot because it is hot in the warehouse. We do this every summertime to make sure that we're able to get some work done. Thank y'all again. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. We'll see each and every one of you guys at the top because there's entirely too many people struggling unnecessarily at the bottom. Peace.